So basically, before I get into this video, I just want to say, subscribe, like, but I also want to say I'm not looking for sympathy, nor am I trying to bash the next person. This is more like a story to me for real, because it's like an unheard story, and it's what I've been dealing with for years, like, and I never once has put it out there, like, you know, just like my side. So this is how it all started. So this is how it all started when, so basically, the guy I fell in love with, he was a basketball player and he was a lover boy, like basically not who he is now. Like that's who I fell in love with, who caught my attention for real. And you know, we was just talking and, you know, catching feelings for each other. And I didn't know about no other female until I found out or whatever. And then this is how, I'm gonna just jump to how we start sharing him. So, I don't remember who idea was. I don't know. It's just so long ago. So as you know, this was me in the picture or whatever. But this is how it started though. I'm gonna get back to that. This is how it started. So she texted me and she asked me, like, was I okay with sharing him and knowing that she was gonna forever be in his life, blah blah blah. Which she didn't lie or nothing, like, you know. And I was just so brainwashed and liking him so much that it was just like, come on, let's do it. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Like, I'd rather hear from him. It just sounding really, really, really dumb or whatever. People portray me as this dumb person over a boy. Like nobody has been there before. That's what I don't like. And I don't want to be looked at like that. Like, you know, I care about my reputation. So that's why I feel like I should just tell my story. I was dumb, but it's just so deep, man. I was very dumb though, but you know, I'm a mother now. So, like, as a mother, I don't want to be looked at like that. Like, for instance, if somebody was to bring me up, oh, dumb Jayla, like, no, I don't want to be looked at like that anymore. But I'm going to get back to how we started sharing him. So, yeah, that was that. And then she was just trying to tell me, like, how he did this with plenty other females, and I was just going to be another one, blah, 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 or whatever. And I think I ended up calling her or whatever. This was like 3 years ago. I ended up calling her and she was just telling me or whatever. Anyway, so to the threesome though. So her mom had picked me up and we was all, you know, about to go to the hotel. It was 2 different rooms though. It was a room like with his friends, and then it was a room like for us or whatever. And still to this day, I wonder though, like, did her mom even know, like, we were sharing him? Like, I don't know. She probably just thought I was like a regular female, just like one of her friends, you know, because at the time, speaking for myself, I was young and dumb, so, you know, I was just going with the flow. So I'm gonna just put this out here. I was on my period, she was on her period, nothing happened. The only thing that did happen was we were just taking turns kissing him and like just giving him some pleasure, if you know what I mean. That's it. That's all, literally. And she kissed me for like 2 seconds. That's it. And then after that, like, he went to sleep. Like, it was nothing. That's why it's not even a threesome for real. So after that, I just really like was brainwashed. Like, I don't know, like, that was the only boy I was messing with. So he had me, like, you feel me? I just wanted to give him everything, like anything he wanted. Like, I used to give him all my money, like, when I used to work at Taco Bell, all them $200 checks, cause I was just like young and working, was getting hours, but not like that much for real. So all them checks used to go to him though. Like, I never really used to, pamper myself, or cause I just always used to think about him, and I was like manipulated, like, for real, which is very, very dangerous to go through. The only thing he could probably say about me though is, this feels so weird, is that I cheated, and I'm into it because I accept myself, and I just want to put this all behind me. So in 2017, I did it to somebody else, and then he found out or whatever. Like, I told on myself, like, he asked me a question, but he really didn't know, and I told on myself, and then that's how he found out. But we was still talking after that though. Like, we was so deep in love that he just took me back or whatever. And he was like doing me dirty, like that's why I said I'm portrayed to people as being dumb, because I was really dumb for years though. Like, he used to embarrass me all on, publicly for years. Like, even if it wasn't towards me, it was like with different females, knowing I was gonna see it, but like he'd still post it, like, just like embarrassment for real. And then, like, I don't know, I was very, very, very deeply in love, like, physically and mentally though. Like, he just had my soul for real. And like, I just remember all the time she used to pop up at his mom's house, like, when I was pregnant, like when I wasn't pregnant, like, just so much. Like, she used to pop up at his house, banging on windows, telling him to open the door, like, whole time I'm there, like. And then, like, I'm just saying to myself, like, it's gonna forever be like this or whatever, but I loved him, and he used to, like, sweet talk me. So I used to be like, yeah, he really do love me, like, I'm winning, really losing though. And then it's just a lie. It was this one time she popped up, and I was pregnant at the time too. I was like, I wasn't far, but I was pregnant with her weight, and she popped up, and this was after he posted me on his story, and she popped up, and then, like, open the door, I know you got a in there. And then that's when he was like, who was it? He opened the door, and I was sitting right on the couch next to the door, and she tried to swing on me. So that's when I jumped off the couch. We got to fighting for a little bit or whatever, and then he tried to break us up. And like, his mom was doing everything. Like, I don't know, it was just so much. And then after that, like, she ended up leaving or whatever. That's not the only time she did that though. Like, she used to pop up multiple times, like, literally. Like, we just sitting there chilling. You feel me? That's how it used to be. And I'm like, all right, here we go again. Cause I don't know, but that's what a person can do to you. Like, when they dealing with two people, like, they make you want to lash out and just lose your sanity, and just so much. It's deep for real. I don't know, it's just so much. It's like, where do I go next? Like, what if this is? So 2 years later, I cheated on him again, and I did it to somebody else. I'm gonna just say I got 4 bodies. I'm gonna just put that out there. So when that happened, the reason I did it was because, like, you know, not saying it's good or whatever, but like I said, I'm accepting myself. So, the reason I did it, he was just doing me so dirty, and the person, like, I was basically low key with, he was just making me feel everything I needed to feel, but I wasn't feeling though. Like, and then I'm just like, dang, this how I feel like to get treated, like with respect, or just like, you know, getting compliments. Just, you know, I was looking for what I was missing. I had with the person I cheated with, and then this is how he found out though. So, me and this girl used to go way back, like way back, in elementary. We used to go to school together. She was my day one, basically. And I wanted to tell him, but it was this one day, like, I wanted to tell him, like, you ever look somebody in their eyes and then think in your head, like, just let it out? But I didn't, because I just didn't think he was gonna, like, understand or whatever. He was just probably gonna kick me out of something, I don't know. But so 6 months later, he found out from my friend. She wasn't even supposed to find out though. Like, my other friend had accidentally brought up his name while she was right there. She a snake too now though. So that was that. So later on, you know, she ended up telling him, asking him could she come over, and she ended up telling him everything about me, like everything that was going on when I cheated, like that he didn't know. So she told him everything about me. My day one though, like, y'all, that I go way back with. She told him everything about me. You ever had a friendship though, like, that you deeply cherish, and you thought like a person would never ever ever just, I don't know, cross that boundary? It just make me sad, because I wanted him to find out from me though. Like, just him finding out from my friend was just deep though. Like, she was basically plotting, I feel like, and I don't know, like, I don't know if it was because I was liking, like, me and the boy was liking each other who I cheated with, and she was liking him too, so she felt like she could get back at me by doing that. Whole time she was in a relationship though, so like, it just don't add up. And you know, her dude ended up texting me, like, cause you know, this was all over Facebook. You know, at the time when I was her dude, this was all over Facebook. Everybody was she was bashing me, you know, just, you know, but I wasn't saying nothing. Like, that's why I feel like I should tell my story. I wasn't saying nothing at all. And her dude was texting me and everything, asking me, like, was it true? I never said a word. Like, I never said a word though. How she was quick to do that to me, I didn't do it back to her though. I never said a word. That's so deep. Okay, so after that happened, she had texted me a paragraph saying, like, you know, about the situation, and how she was sorry and stuff. And then, you know, me just having a good heart, I wanted to hear from her though. So like, not him, because you know, niggas lie. Like, I knew he was probably gonna leave some stuff out, so I wanted to hear from her or whatever. Still to this day though, I don't know if it was true or not, because I don't know, I just don't know. Only God knows. But me having a good heart, I texted her back. I told her it was okay, and like I wanted to know the real story though. So after that, we started back talking just for a little bit, but it wasn't really nothing on like a friendship level. I was just telling her like how he was with, the other female, like, we were sharing him. So he was with that day, he was with the other female. I was just asking her, could she take me over there and stuff, just toxic stuff, like young and dumb. I was asking her, could she take me over there and stuff. I was mad. Like, I ended up texting the girl and everything, telling her, because like this was when he was staying with me, like we was living together and he had the key to my house while he was over there. So like I was mad, like, and I texted her and I told her like, y'all think stuff sweet, like tell him bring me my key. Jayla, you really put up with all this though, like this is crazy. Yeah, and I remember me being pregnant before also. Wait, so back to when she popped up while I was pregnant, he ended up making a stat after that, being funny about it though, and then me just being so brainwashed. Like I'm being funny in the comments too, like talking about some, like it was this young boy line I said, like, but at the time I look at all that like in disgust, because like I'm not that person no more. I don't want to be that person no more. Don't want to go through none of that no more. I'm a mother now. I feel like that picture needs to get deleted. It's old. Like nothing happened for real. You got your little whatever you wanted from it. I don't know. So physically though, this how I was saying physically too also. It was this one day when I like this boy's stat, and one of his friends had texted him talking about some, I see your bitch F with so and so now, and that was just a lie too. Like I had just liked it just to like it, and so he has to F me, and then this was the same day like when he had the baby on me. Like he had a baby on me, and he told me, he told me or whatever. I think around like in September or something. I ain't believe it though. I was like, you are lying. Like you are lying. Whole time he was like really had a whole baby on the way. So when he posted that picture of her, everybody was blowing my phone up like saying, Jayla, are you okay? Just send me screenshots. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm at work, and I don't know if y'all remember or not, like, but I had made this stat, and I was like, basically saying, when a man dealing with two women, the one that stays thinks she won, but she still got to deal with the lying, cheating, etc. So I was saying, like, basically, the one who leave really won, cause get yourself together, so and so on. And that same day, y'all, just for me liking that stat, he beat me up so bad. Like my auntie, he kept trying to come get me from work though. Like he was doing all that on Facebook, but he was really like trying to come get me from work and stuff. I'm like, my auntie come to get me. So when I think I ended up telling him I was gonna come to his house though. So when I put up at home, he already sitting outside. So I got in a car, but something telling me like, Jayla, it's a setup. Like he just trying to get you there and then do who knows what. And he ended up doing that. He beat me up. Like I was leaking so bad. Like you would have thought he hit me with something though. Like he had my arms pinned down and everything. I couldn't do nothing but just take it. Like I don't know. And then it was just one time where, like, I don't know, so on and so on. It just got more and more toxic. The more I was dealing with him, the more I was putting up with more, just accepting all the lies and stuff. It was this one time where he told me, he was gonna go mess with, like, he could do it to whoever he wanted to do it to, be with whoever he wanted to be with. But I was supposed to be his girl though, like, so I'm like, I'm finna leave, like, and I was gonna walk to my friend's house right around the corner. So he was trying to like tell me to leave and stuff, and he beat me up again. Like, he tried to drag me down the street. It's just a lot. I was walking around the corner to my friends. I was almost there. I swear I was almost there. I look back and he's right there looking so angry. And he's walking towards me, like, my heart just dropped. And I just remember him reaching back and smacking the F out of me. And like my ear was just ringing and stuff, and I'm crying. He not caring or nothing. Like, I'm crying. Same thing. He made a stat about that too, being funny. It's just sad for real. So after that, I stayed with him and everything, like, and he told me he was sorry and he won't let nobody else, blah blah blah, do that to me. And it was this one time, y'all, so I had got me a car or whatever, like, you know, that was one of my biggest accomplishments I have for myself, because I had a kid. So a car is mandatory for real. So I don't know, people probably don't even know. I didn't post it on Facebook, no nothing. You know how people, when they buy a car, they usually post it and stuff. I didn't post my car or nothing. I didn't have my car for a whole, no more than 30 days. Like, this dude was talking me out of getting insurance. I didn't even know what insurance meant. Like, I'm like, okay, maybe I don't mean it. My granny's telling me, like, she telling me one thing, he telling me the next. But I'm so brainwashed, I'm listening to him. She telling me, like, don't drive your car until you get insurance. And it was parked at her house. So he brainwashed me so bad because he wanted to drive it, that he had me buy a spare key. Like, and I was so mad though, because he told me he was gonna pay me back and he didn't. I spent like something on that spare key, like, and it's just sad. Like, whole time he just so happy that day, and I'm just so mad though. He trying to call me weird and stuff for being mad. Like, no, you're just a manipulator for real. Like, so if any of you females was in that car, that was my car. Like, I don't know, still to this day, I don't know if like females was in my car or what he was doing in my car. But oh my God, y'all's not gonna believe this. So it was this one night we had came back from Detroit, and I was sleepy. Like, you know how you be fooling and you just fall asleep on the road. So we sit in front of his people's house or whatever, and wait, see, it's just so much. I keep leaving stuff out. The day he beat me up at his house, like, what he said to me, like, he could do it to whoever, blah blah blah. Like, his people's in the house, they didn't even know he was doing that to me all outside. Like, he was stumping my purse in the mud. I had money all on it. He was holding his foot on my purse, like, so I couldn't get it. And I'm just like, something is really wrong with this dude. Like, I don't know. He was just saying, like, calling me all on my name. He wanted me to have low self-esteem. I feel like he was just saying a lot of bad stuff about me, saying like just really, really, really bad stuff, like that really make me feel low about myself. So back to the car situation though. So when we had got back from out of town, he asked me, he was like, you just want to go in there around my house and go to sleep? Because, you know, I'm sleeping in the car while he's just on his phone. Probably, I don't know, trying to go see another female or something. So, we gonna get to that though. So, I ended up falling asleep with my son. Mind y'all, his baby there too. His other baby there too. Me, his mom, not him. Me, his mom, me, my son. I'm knocked out. I'm blowing his phone up in the middle of the night, like, where's you at with my car? Like, I used to stay doing that, like, cause you know, like, it's my car. Like, I never even got to drive my car. Like, we supposed to do stuff together if I'm letting you drive it though. Like, it's my car though. Like, I don't know, but so I'm knocked out, y'all. I had an interview the next morning and all that. So he had text back. This was the only text when he texted me back, this was the only text. He said he was blah 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 or whatever. But he was really somewhere else though, just capping. So this is what my car looks like. This is how I found out the next morning though. So I get a call. He called me the next morning. Like, I end up, y'all, I was so mad. Like, I went home in the middle of the night just because he didn't show back up with my car, and I wasn't about to stay there. Like, quit playing with me. Like, I don't know. I went home. This girl had came and got me or whatever. And I was just talking to her, and I was telling her, like, I feel like he cheating on me right now. And she was just telling me, like, he probably is. Like, why you feel like that, though? You know, stuff like that. So she ended up taking me home. And then the next morning he called me and he told me, I'm like, where'd you at my car? You gotta get ready, like, to take me to my interview, you feel me? And he like, it's like he didn't want to say it for real. But as soon as he said, like, he was like, I don't remember what he said, like, specifically, but he was like, we gotta go get it, or we gotta see about it. And I'm like, he got no accident. Like, it just clicked to me, like, so after that, I had to go to my interview first. So I went to my interview, and after that, I went to, you know, his house, and then I'm trying to see what's up, like, about my car. Like, the story not adding up, though. Like, where was you at, though? Like, it's just not adding up. Like, I knew he was leaving some stuff out. Like, so, come to find out, he was at her house that night. He was ignoring me, so he was at her house. And still to this day, I don't know if she had something to do with it. Like, I don't know. Like, when my car was crashed, I wasn't called to the scene, no nothing. Like, everybody really did me dirty, I feel like, in that situation. Like, I wasn't called to the scene, no nothing. They just both left the scene. Like, that's dumb, though. Like, that car in my name, like, I could have went to jail. Anything, like, you never know, though. Like, I got a whole son, though, too. Like, I don't know. People just don't think about nobody but themselves. But, so after that, I'm at his house, and the story just not adding up. And the whole time, like, I just lost my car. Like, I keep asking him, like, is it total? Can I fix it? You know, back to insurance. I should have just got insurance. Like, but I was just dumb and manipulated. So, I'm asking him, like, I can lose my train of thought. I'm asking him, like, you know, is it total? He told me no, though, like, and, you know, so later on that week or the next week, I was trying to go see about my car. I had to go through stuff or whatever. So, look, y'all. This my car. And then that same night, it's food all in the car. 2 cups. Like, you telling me you, man, I don't know. Like I said, only God knows. I never know. But, like, I never got no money from nobody. It was just like, F it. Take your L, Jayla. Which I'm still dealing with, like, you know, but I don't know. Like I said, don't nobody care about nobody but themselves. So it was just like, you know. But it's my fault too, though, for just being so dumb and kept taking the car from my granny house or whatever. Like, I took the car from her house. Gotta get to another story. Oh my God. I took the car from her house. Like, the first time I took it was when I bought the spare key. So, mind y'all, this is still back to the story. Like, when I found out my car was totaled, though. He posted a picture on his Facebook story talking about how he lost his car, some money. Like, that's my whole time. Y'all always line up on his story, but that's my car he was talking about. Like, and whole time he was at her house when he took that picture and all that. Like, niggas are so disrespectful. Like, so after that, this was the night. Y'all, this was the night when I still had my car, though. So he dropped me off to my dad's house, but he was supposed to come back to get me. But me knowing him, I just knew, like, he wasn't. Like, he was always up to something. You know, he had my car and all that 24/7. So he not about to, like, you know, he didn't really spend time. Only when he wanted to spend time with me. That's when he did it. I used to pick and choose for real. So I'm up in the middle of the night just you know, with my son, I'm like, I'm about to go to his house. Something just told me, and I'm like, God, please. I was like, God, please, if he doing something, just give me a sign. Y'all, so my cousin come get me. Mind you, I got my son, so he come get me. We pull up to his house. Why, when we're pulling up, the other female he was dealing with is walking into his mom's house. She was just dropping off some clothes. Like, what? Like, she was walking, like, it was raining at night and all that. It was like 3-something in the morning, y'all. 3, 4 something in the morning. I'm watching her walk into his mom's house. And then I'm just thinking in my head, like, should I swing on her? Should I walk in with her? Like, what should I do? Like, I wanted to sit outside that whole night. Like, that whole night I was going to sit outside. I promise you I was like, what? That's just really, 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 what? Oh, my God. And I told my cousin, like, I'm about to sit out here this whole night. He like, you got your baby. You can't do that. Look at me. I got formula. I got, you feel me? I don't know. I was just so, like, just mad. Like, I was angry. Mind you, my car is sitting there too, so I'm banging on the door. You feel me? Telling him to give me my key. Da da da. Like, she has said, who is it? And me just being so dumb, I should have acted like a dude, like acted like one of his friends or something. Popped in like, what's up? Like, look how we look though. Like, look how we look though. Like, but I just didn't say nothing. You know, I kept banging on the door saying, you know, give me my key, da da da. So I ended up going to get my spare key, and I took my car or whatever. And then I think I went back the next day. Like, y'all, I was so dumb. I think I went back the next day too, and we went to go pick it up or whatever again. Like, this was the second time we went to go pick it up. And then after that, that's when you know, he ended up totaling my car, y'all. I didn't even get to drive my own car. Like, y'all know how bad that hurt though. Like, the only thing I literally did was sit in my car and listen to music. Like, and for a first car, I didn't have no bubbler, no none of that. Like, I really had a nice car. Like, it's just so deep for real. I was just so stressed, like, depressed. I didn't even want to do my hair. Myself to him, he not caring. Like, he just be acting nonchalant, like, cause he probably knew I was always gonna be there, like, and be you know, available to him every time he called. You know, like, I used to let him do whatever in my house, like, with his peoples and stuff. Like, there's plenty of time. Like, he didn't beat me up in front of his friend before. Like, he was in the other room, like, fighting me for my key though. Like, just so much though. Like, and then it was this one time, y'all, where he had went through my phone, and the only thing he found, I was dry texting this dude, literally, y'all. He was trying to go get some food with me, but I told him I didn't want to or whatever. Or told him I made up a lie because I didn't want to. I told him I had to go get my son. You feel me? And then after that, it was just like, son, what you doing? Look at me, about to get in the shower. What you doing? He texted back, you know, just dry. I didn't say nothing. He got so angry at that, and I just remember him reaching back and smacking me dead in my mouth. Like, look, that's how bad he did that or whatever. And then just all yelling in my face, just toxic though. Like, you know, like, just always making me feel like I'm in the wrong. Mind y'all, everything he was bashing me about, he was cheating, like, still though. Like going back and forth from me to her and just cheating though. Like, even outside females and all that, outsiders too. Like, he was doing everything, you know, you can name in the book for real. Like, I got embarrassed so many times on Facebook, you know, females trying to be funny towards me. And I just felt like I should tell my story and just put it all behind me for, because nobody really knows what you go through. Like, you can fake a smile so good, but on the inside, your heart is crying for real though. Like, and you just put up with so much because you love a person, but you really losing yourself in the process though. Like, you could really die from stress though. Like, and I used to stress so bad. Like, I'm talking about couldn't sleep at night only because I wanted him there, or like I was wondering what he was doing. Like, I used to always accuse him of doing stuff. Like, I was really, really insecure. Like, it's just a lot for real. Like, I remember this one time he came to my house and he had a bag. And I'm like, where's you going? Like, mind y'all, he was supposed to have been at my house the night before. He had a bag. And I'm like, where's you going? He talked about, so I'm about to go wash my clothes. And he wasn't trying to give me my key back. I fought him. Man, like, we were just fighting for real. And this what had happened or whatever. And then, it is so much. After that, you know, he just kept manipulating me and brainwashing me. Like, I went through so much. Like, so much. And this not even half though. Like, that's why I keep pausing, because it's just like, what's next I can say? Like, this not even a half though. Like, so it was this one time when I still had my car, and like, he used to really act funny towards me, but he in my car though. Like, and I guess he had this this video shoot or whatever, but I wanted to go. Like, I wanted to stay with him. Like, you all in my car, but you want me to sit in the house. Like, he really used to always want me to just sit in the house while he out doing everything in the book though in my car. So this was the night, the day or whatever, he came and got me from my people's house. And then right when he got out, when I got out the car to go in the house or whatever, I texted him. I told him like how I want to be done with him, and that's what he did. It was his TV though he brought to my house, but that's what he did with an air freshener bottle. Like, and he was trying to fight me and stuff. And still to that day, you know, I was telling him like, get me the keys to my car. Like, and he kept trying to leave, and I'm like, you're not going nowhere. Like, and my son was in the house and everything, but he was sleepy. I had the door locked and all that, but I'm like trying to get my keys to my car or whatever, like, or whatever. So after that, he drive around to the next street and he tell me to get out. He tells me to get out my car, like, and he's trying to put me on everything. So I grabbed my pepper spray and I was finna pepper spray him, but I sprayed it a little bit, like, close to me, so I get the coughing and stuff. And then I think he just ended up, I don't know, taking me back to my house, looking at me like just feeling bad, telling him I'm sorry. Like, I was just really manipulated into this, what's the word? Naive person. Like, it just was really, really bad. Like if he wasn't around me, I couldn't sleep or be without him for real. Like, cause I always thought he was just doing me bad for real. Like, it's still people to this day that did stuff with him while they was in relationship. Like, I didn't witness some stuff, like, but I didn't expose nobody, no, but just know I know that I did some stuff that was in a relationship. We was trying to bash, you know, whoever else, but was really doing this the whole time. Or like, you know, it was some people trying to cover up this and that, or trying to say they didn't do it to him, but really did though, like trying to take it to their grave and stuff. But I know the real though. I ain't gonna expose them. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I know the real though. I just don't like how people be trying to call me dumb and stuff, like they ain't really been there before. Like, everybody done been there before, whatever. So I just feel like I needed to let this all out. Like, this been building up in me for 3 years. Like, I never once like bashed nobody, went live, told, you know, people business, no, none of that. So I feel like this was this was the best way to do it, just ending my year off and putting this all behind me, because I just been through so much, and I just want to be a whole different person in 2021. So, like I said, y'all, this not even a half though. Like, leave from with me, y'all. This was the time he left from with me, y'all. He told me he was going to get some money, and he left from my house, but he really went over to the next female house he was dealing with. And I texted her, and I was sending her screenshots and everything, like, and this what she was saying or whatever. So he was really lying, saying he didn't mess with me. Mind y'all, he living with me though. Like, it's just so sad and pitiful how a dude would just, you know, manipulate you because he wants you to stay around, or he don't want nobody else to have you. And I just really feel like I should speak out, because I know I'm probably not the only one. You know, I could probably be a voice for somebody else. I know I'm probably not the only one that done went through hell and back with a guy just to prove to yourself, like, that you in first place, or you winning, or, you know. Like, I used to give him all my money. Just so much. All he had to do was ask, for real, like. And I gave it to him, like. It's just really, really sad, though. Physically and mentally, though, y'all. I was tore apart. Like, I don't want to never experience none of this again as a mother, though. Like, I know one day I'm going to probably have to, you know, tell my son, you know, for sure everything I went through. That's why I also feel like that picture just needs to, it already did its thing. Like, goodbye. Like, I don't want him saying that. He going to be like, oh, this is my mom, or and my brother mom, and they was shit. Like, it's just a lot that come. Like, it's deep to me, for real, as a mother. I don't know. A lot of people might get it, and a lot may not. But this is just me telling my story, half my story. I can't really think of nothing else. I done been through so much with this guy. It's like, I know I'm leaving stuff out, but it's like, what am I leaving out? Like, I was dealing with him for 3 years, like 3 toxic years. In the beginning, the person I met, though, for the first year, though, the person I met, he was like a lover boy basketball player. That's when he had me and I had him, and everything was cool. Like, I was still sharing him at the time, but I didn't know, though, until I found out. But I had already, like, we had already fell in love with each other. So, like, you know, I was still, like, staying around and, like, you know, just seeing him. That's when, probably, like, when he used to lie more about, you know, her. But the whole time we both knew, like, we was, you know, messing with the same person. Like, she even said it herself, like, it's that deep, though. Like, don't accept that from no guy. Like, don't accept that from no guy. And I know I'm way too pretty for that, but at the time, I felt so ugly, though, like, because, like, he just made me feel like I was always in the wrong or doing something wrong. Like, he used to flip the script. He a narcissist for, like, I don't know, y'all. I'm putting this all behind me, though. I had to tell my story, though. I'm tired of being judged when people don't know the real, for real. I'm really tired of being judged and portrayed as this dumb person. Like, yes, I was dumb, and, you know, everybody that's been there before, so I'm not no different than nobody else, and judging the next person don't make you no better. Basically, that's just how I'm gonna end this video, though. On that note, but just never settle for a guy who's not showing you respect, like, who just make you feel like an ugly person and just make you feel like you're not good enough. Because there's plenty of people out here who will make you feel like you're on top of the world, for real. And, you know, one day I'll probably have that, but right now I'm just bettering myself as a mother for my son. And I really, really, really needed to just let all of this out like deeply. I feel like I really need to let this out. Like I said, I had this all bottled up in me like for a very long time. And that's just how I'm gonna end it. But if anyone's going through this also, I just wish them the best and just get out the situation before it's too late, because you can really lose yourself. Like, you know, you don't want a girl to be old and just wishing you would have left that person alone a long time ago, and you still going through it, and you don't have enough time to, like, you know, fix the situation or fix yourself, because you lost yourself in the process. You done lost your soul and everything like that. So